Coming in. Long time no see, I know. My goodness. Hope you guys can hear the tunes. It's been a hot minute since we had the Dragon family here. Hello Kyle, hello Sean. How you guys doing? Definitely not my standard streaming setup. I'll talk about that here in a few minutes. I definitely did not want to end 2024 without a live stream, especially since I didn't do kind of the amount of content that I wanted to do like I did last year. You know, I had the IC Awards. We had kind of the Advent Calendar series, and kind of didn't do it this year. We'll go into it, Kyle. Kind of the absence of live streams. I've been trying to do videos daily, but there are times that life got busy. Life got really, really busy. But hopefully all is well. I've been definitely lurking in a lot of streams, been trying to pay attention to the model railroading news. There haven't been any models that excited me this year. The ones that really excited me, I've done videos on to the best of my ability. But let me know if I'm coming okay with the mic. I'm kind of streaming from my non-streaming PC. This is actually my editing computer. My live streaming computer is still kind of disconnected from everything. Yeah, life really took a turn this year, which we'll briefly talk about. I don't like talking about IRL stuff. It's not for me. But I think you guys deserve kind of what's been going on, kind of a quick life update and why things kind of changed kind of drastically. Let me, yep, I see that here. Thank you. Let's actually scoot that down just a tad. Sorry if I blow out you guys' eardrums. I'll get my volume set here. Again, it's been a hot minute since I've live streamed. It's been almost 7 months, which I do apologize, guys. I know you guys have been asking me constantly, where's Rayron? Where's Rayron? A lot of you kind folks out there have been IMing me, seeing if I'm okay. I am. I just went through kind of a big shift in life. Awesome. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate that, good sir. And this was kind of unannounced, but again, I kind of had that itch to just get you guys an update. We'll play a little bit, kind of talk about what's going on and where we're going to in the future with the channel. And then we'll go from there. And I still want to talk about the best things of 2024. And usually I have a pre-show to get everyone in here and get going. And this is also not my normal streaming time. Typically I would stream about 2 hours later on Fridays, but I kind of just wanted to do a kind of a stream, quick stream. Maybe it'll go longer, I don't know. But hopefully you guys had a wonderful year. It went by super fast. You know, this year started kind of on a positive note, and then midway through the year, it definitely changed. And this is definitely not the norm for me, but we will go from there. Trying to think if did Atherin announce anything. I'm still paying close attention to the announcements. Just nothing has really interested me with all these announcements. All the announcements that came out this year was mostly updates and renders of announcements that happened kind of early in the year or last year, especially with like Broadway Limited, with Atherin, and yeah, definitely been ups and downs. Yep, yeah, this year was probably had some really low lights, but had a really lot of highlights. And we'll kind of talk about that here in a second. All right. But welcome everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for staying with me through this year. I'm just gonna quickly talk about what's going on, so that way you guys can get kind of what I've been going through, and then we'll just move on to 2025. But 2024 was definitely, you guys kind of saw the shift in the mood a little bit on the channel. Long story short, going through it's almost finished. Well, it technically is finished, and I didn't want to talk about it until things kind of got settled. But I did go through a divorce this year, so that's kind of what's led to this entire fiasco. Not going to go into any details with that. If you guys been kind of chatting with me, kind of know some of the details. I had to move to a new place. The layout that you guys once remember is no more. But again, the good thing about modular layouts is that we can reshape it, we can redesign it to fit the space that we have, and kind of set up to point right now. I don't have a full circle like I once had, but it is point to point. So that is basically what happened in 2024. So yeah, mentally, I was struggling mentally to make content. I was just struggling for the change. There is one person in my life that helped me through kind of the hardest, and a great member of our community here, Spooky Booty Bree. She has helped me out tremendously to get back on track. Basically, kicked my butt to get my content up and going again. So definitely shout out to her for picking my spirits back up and getting back into content creation. But yeah, this year has been kind of a mess, but it's ending on a great note. So I'm slowly recovering, my mental health is slowly coming back together. That's why I decided to stop all the live streaming, because everything was just shifting at kind of the worst possible time. So that's why doing the videos, doing the shorts was kind of just the way I had to do it for the next couple of months. Yeah, no, I don't. It is what it is, and I'll just leave it at that. It is what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about that. Again, not going to go into further details, but I did have to move to a new place. The layout is definitely not ready for official live streaming. What I'm going to do is kind of a quick substitute temporarily, and then we'll eventually get the cameras back up. We'll get things going to configure to a point-to-point layout. But I'm kind of excited, and I'll eventually do an update video of what the layout looks like. But there's still a lot of tweaking, adjusting, and things to come. So I'm excited for 2025. Some other things, unfortunately, because of everything that's going on, there's no way I can afford model railroading or just new models coming up. Let's see here. Gotcha, Sean. Nice. Yep, we're on to new chapters, and that's going to be my model moving forward. Is that new chapters, new opportunities, and it's taken me 7 months of therapy, 7 months of family, friends, just telling me to keep moving forward. And I really had to reset my mental health, my mental thinking, just the way I approached life had to do a complete reset. Which is why, you know, that unfortunately the channel did take somewhat of a backseat. And live streaming in general, I just wasn't ready to come back. It's taken me 7 months just to come back to talk to you guys. And again, I apologize. And thank you guys so much for sticking with me. The channel is approaching 6,500. Again, we had the big dream of getting to 10,000, but just because of with life, you know, that was an opportunity. But still, the channel was growing healthily. We were adding new Dragon members to the community, and it's just been a great thing to see. And probably the biggest highlight was being able to see the Big Boy 4014. That was a great experience. So you guys got to see another big boy on the channel, so that goal was still met. I'm hoping maybe we can see a few more big boys next year. It just depends on a few things. My job was also going to be changing a little bit too, so that's also going to be kind of a big thing for next year. All my pre-orders I had to cancel just because everything that's going on. So it's going to be a while before we get back to where we were earlier this year. So again, I ask for you guys for your patience. I'll try to get new things out as I can. 2025 is going to be still kind of a transition year for me. But it's going to be for a good chapter. And it's going to be a good year. New chapter, new opportunities. And shout out to those who are going through difficult times. So definitely a huge shout out to those going through difficult times. So this is the only place I'm going to talk about it. I really want to just open a new door in the future, and then we'll go from there. Exactly, Kyle. Yep, exactly. And I've been lurking on a lot of channels. I was looking through Sparky's Christmas live stream. I really wanted to live stream on Christmas, but again, it comes back to it just wasn't the right time. Like, I was happy doing other things on Christmas, and so I eventually did want to come back to do kind of an end of the year recap stream. So kind of lurked in a few Christmas streams that were going on, but again, I was Christmas was good this year. It really was. So yeah, that's kind of all the news. And let's go ahead and talk about kind of the way forward. So you guys kind of saw a new series that kind of developed because of just with me forcing to move from my old house to this new house. Wasn't able to really get the new live streaming layout set up. It's going to be a while before I get back to that state that we were in the old house. Hey, Randall. How are you, good sir? Peaceful and quiet, and sometimes that's a good thing, Sean. Yep. Drive back from Dalehart, Texas. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk about kind of the future a little bit. So I found this is basically my video game of the year for me. It really expanded the digital space when it comes to just railroading in general. I want to say model railroading, but it's kind of digital model railroading. So let's go ahead and take a look at my game of the year. And that is Rolling Line. I found this and absolutely fell in love with this game. If you guys don't know what this game is all about, it is basically a virtual reality model railroading in a nutshell. And a lot of my new series called Digital Rail Fanning came from this video game. And it is an absolutely adorable game to play. And I put countless amounts of hours into it, building my own layout, doing the digital rail fanning series, and I kind of just wanted to have this stream be relaxed and just show you guys what this video game is capable of. And I'll kind of show you guys around a little bit. So basically, you spawn into this room and you can put your own bench work, you can put your own trains. Now, a lot of this comes from the Steam workshop, so a lot of people put mods and skins onto the locomotives, so that way you can actually control them, which is pretty darn cool. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is gonna replace my normal live streams. Those are gonna come back eventually. Again, I still gotta get cameras set up and get comfortable with everything. And so I don't know when that's going to come back. But in the meantime, we kind of have a temporary, solution to that. Because my train room now is not a loft like it once was. It's a simple bedroom right now that I have. But it still has my modulars. It's a point-to-point. And it's just a giant mess as well right now. But for now, I figure this will be kind of a placeholder, I guess is the best way to describe it. I'll kind of show you around a little bit. So we got these little controllers that remind me of the MRC controllers a little bit. So we can get this up. We can go ahead and get our front runner going here. And it's pretty cool. You can do scenery. You can do track work. It's a little finicky. You really got to play with it to understand what's going on. Right now I'm just going to showcase it because I want to do an entirely new layout for these live streams moving forward. But right now it's kind of behind the scenes of my digital rail fanning series. And I really didn't want to start all over again because I just wanted to talk and play, essentially. So I'll set the switches here. And we'll get our front runner going. Alright, select. And we'll get this guy going. And then we'll just watch this train go around, and we'll switch it up. Probably make a new scenic piece today. And then we'll go from there. The living room is still a giant O-gauge train table, 14 feet by 30 feet. Very nice. And I think my live streams are going to be sporadic just because, my life is changing. Things are, I would say, evolving for the better. Alright. Get this guy going here. Alright. But yeah, I haven't been, so those, all of my train friends that follow the channel, I haven't been to any clubs in about 6 months as well. Just because financially, I can't really afford to do clubs at the moment. So, at this point, I've just been doing a lot of kind of old videos that I had stored. I had a massive backlog of videos that I'm just trying to get through right now. And just been working on, working on virtual and digital train videos as well. On top with the modeling aspects, I really want to branch into it. It just took me a while to really figure out how to iron it into my schedule, iron it into just my general content creation. So, we got these different types of scenic tables here. And you kind of seen that in some of my videos. But yeah, I absolutely adore this game. But yeah, we got a little turntable over here with a lot of engines. Got a fantasy scheme, Union Pacific big boy. Working on kind of a cityscape over here. I'll try not to move too fast. I know I'll probably get a little bit of motion sickness, so I do apologize for that. Alright. Speed this guy up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, let's talk about some things that happened this year. So definitely the big news that kind of happened was obviously the Big Boy 4014 did its Southern tour. So that was all over the place on YouTube. So that was kind of a big news. I know I kind of talked about my favorite diesel, my favorite steam engine from last year. This year I really didn't have any. I would say probably my favorite steam engine in HO scale was probably the Broadway Limited GS4s. I still run the GS4 on my layout. It is such a beautiful engine. The display case for it was really nice. There was a lot of diesels that came out. Now, granted, it's diesels that I wouldn't typically get or interested in because it didn't come into a road number, but definitely Rapido had a great year. Broadway Limited had a great year. I think probably, though, the company that really did, I think the company of 2024 for model railroading in general, I think has to go to Scale Trains. Because with their CSX Heritage lines that came out, when they announced it, they shipped those out pretty darn quick from what I saw. And seeing all the videos and all of the posts that were going on Facebook with the Heritage unit from the CSXs, those look really sharp. So I think Scale Trains was probably the #1 company or top company for 2024. Broadway Limited, obviously strong number 2nd. I think Broadway Limited is going to have a great year next year with their, what was it, their not CSX, the Chicago Northwestern steam engine that's coming. They've got the company cars that are coming out from Union Pacific, especially with the power car that I've always wanted. I'm still hoping I can get that car. No guarantees if I'm going to be able to budget that in. And then they got the observation car that's coming out as well for the excursion train. Those I'm definitely excited for. We'll get them on this channel. It just probably won't be next year. It'll probably be the year after, but we'll see what happens. Oh no, Kyle. Sorry to hear that. One of the GP3s went, gotta go back. Something's wrong with the motor. Oh. Yeah, I still have to, now this is definitely dating myself. Well, not dating myself, but kind of a rewind a little bit. I still gotta send my Shark Nose Mopac back to Broadway Limited. But I'm also debating. I'm debating if I just want to gut the Mopac and put a Bunami chip in there. So I'm kind of playing with that idea too. I know I've got the warranties, but definitely something that I had to cancel this year that devastated me was the Challengers. The Challengers from Broadway Limited from the VIP club. I had to cancel those. I couldn't financially get them. I was devastated when I got that. Speaking of which, again, major shout out to Brianna there. Definitely a huge supporter of the channel. Has helped me out tremendously this year. And let me also do this. I will also promote you as well. She basically kicked my rear end to get back into not only creating but eventually get live streaming back. Alright, I'm going to close this. So yeah, again, a lot of transition this year. Get this front runner going. Yeah, laziness was a part of it too. Yeah. So let's see, GP30 from Rapido. We're gonna focus on layout looking somewhat nice. Yeah, and eventually. Nah, this is right. Yeah, it's VR compatible. It's just this computer can't do VR. So right now it's just more of a first-person view PC mode is what they call it. So this is basically a drawer, and the drawer has everything that you can imagine. It's got track, it's got roads, and probably my most favorite is modding. So this is from the Steam Workshop. You can just see the large amount of content I have in here. Oh, Godzilla. Yeah, we gotta see if we have Godzilla. I thought I downloaded something from the Steam Workshop that had Godzilla in it. But yeah, as you can see, there's so much in here. Military train. And so, when I found this, it was a great substitute to just having fun with a proper layout. Like, let's go ahead and spawn this guy out. Let's go ahead and reverse you. And bring you... Someone modded a daylight cab forward, which is amazing. It's like another game we know. I don't know. So there's other games that I put on the channel. I've got Trains with a Z that I'm also doing. Got what else? Train Simulator. But I think this was easily my game of the year because the modding community for this game is off the charts. And we got our special Christmas train, which I'll probably run here in a second. So basically, I have my main circle that I have here that I use for if I just want to sit back, relax, and watch a train go around circles. Because you guys know me, I love just watching a train going around in circles. So we got a main line circle here. And then I've got this branch line in the back that goes into my staging area. And this is just the beginning of it. This is just the beginning, so this is kind of just a quick snapshot. A little bit later in the stream, I'll probably go ahead and start from a brand new layout, so that way we can work on it together. Because I have some ideas of what I should do instead of what I did here. Because this is a nice layout and everything, but this was more of my trial by fire type of layout to figure out what this game can actually do. And they got their own mimic of Model Railroader too. They got their own magazine line here and everything. It's such a... Whoever created this game, props to them. It's such a fantastic game. I'm going to go ahead and bring this guy back into staging. Build Crystal Tokyo. I should do that. I kind of started in a way. We got these buildings that kind of mimic the crystal texture and the colors. But these are also famous landmarks. If you guys are into architects, you can probably recognize some of these. So this is the Freedom Tower in New York City. Taipei 101 in Taiwan. I can't remember what this one is, top of my head. But there are some modders out there that will do these. Alright, so we got our front runner engine here going to the back. I gotta make sure I set my yard up. Alright, so let's make sure we don't have any accidents. So we need to go into the 4th row. Apologize if I make you guys sick here. Okay, so we got our main line. I'm gonna go there, cross there, cross to the left, cross to the right. And that should end up on our 4th line. Yep. Good question, Bree. So yes, we can. So let me show you. Oh, it gets even better. I didn't even show you guys. Let me park the front runner and let me show you what else you can do, because you actually brought up some great points that I gotta show you guys. So you got third person, which is basically, you know, a model railroading perspective. But we can do so much more with this game. So much more. Absolutely, Kyle. I agree with that statement. That watching it go around in circles is definitely very therapeutic, and that's why I love seeing it go around in circles. I'm really hoping in the future we'll get our layout up and going, but it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while before we get back to that. So, alright, so there, and then we'll get to the fourth one down here. Alright, so we're going to bring our controller. Alright, and we'll go ahead and park our front runner. And then we'll really go from there. Fair enough, Bree. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kyle. And that's why I'm showcasing this game, because I think in the model railroading community, this is a very underrated game. I'm surprised not more people play this. Okay, so when I press tab, welcome to first person view. And not only that, my dear friends. Just wait. We can drive the locomotives from first person view. This is the best game ever. So now we are literally driving a cab forward in our model railway, digital model railroad. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But actually, I need to get out of it because I gotta set my switches. Okay, that is set. That is okay. I didn't realize I already set it. So yeah, this is amazing. When I realized about this game and when I found out about this game, I knew about it for a while, but never really dove into it because we were focused on the model railway itself. We were focused on the IC railway. Oh yeah, that's the whistle. I hear you, Kyle. As I said in the earlier the stream, going through the divorce, I definitely understand that that sentiment. And this game was very therapeutic for me. But yeah, this game kicks ass, absolutely. And this game has so much more to offer. It has logic, it has circuits, it has the switchboards that you can switch. I appreciate that, Brie. Yeah, all the virtual hugs. And I'm hoping that with the videos that I'm creating, hopefully, once we get back to live streaming on a regular basis, that this place can also, again, be therapeutic that it once was. Like I said, it is different. We are changing for the better. Things are going to be a little bit different. But I'm hoping to get back on a regular schedule. But I know the thing is, I'm not sure if I'll stream Friday evenings. Again, there's things behind the scenes that I need to kind of work out and deconflict. But and I know that there's a lot of model railroaders now that have taken this time slot. I know Scott Rails is about to he's gonna start streaming in about 10 minutes. There's others that have popped up in the time slot that we used to do. So I'm still not sure if Fridays will still be the time slot anymore. I don't know. Because I do not like live streaming over others, but for where my life is right now, it still probably is going to be the best. Awesome call. And that's a great thing about model railroading. It's so therapeutic. It helps us get through the hard times. So so yeah, I'm not again, we'll figure out a dedicated streaming time. And then we'll just go from there. So yeah, but definitely with 2025, it's going to be a little bit lighter. I can't, unfortunately, really afford to go to train shows at the moment. This is like I said, there's so many other things going on in my life. So I think the digital side of model railroading is going to be a big pillar of this channel. It's something I wanted to dive into eventually. It just came a lot quicker than I expected. But it allows me to do some awesome stuff like this. Especially with this video game, with Rolling Line. Okay, let me go ahead and hit tab. And then we can rail fan it. So yeah, this game has basically everything that we need. We can rail fan, we can actually be an engineer. We can actually just watch it from a normal layout perspective. And we can just have fun planting happy little trees, you know? We can do art with this. So, yeah, I really just wanted to showcase kind of the behind the scenes of the new series that's on this channel, which is called Digital Rail Fanning. Alright, so let's do something here. Oops, let's grab this guy. Bring him to a stop. So this is just the beginning of it. I'm going to show you guys some other maps that people have created. And it gets really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. This is Noobville, because this is me learning how to learn the game, essentially. So we're going to save Noobville. Let's go ahead and go back to the main menu. And let's go ahead and explore the game a little bit. So you got all these maps here. The workshop maps is really cool. Like, the workshop support for this game is off the charts. And so I've downloaded a whole bunch of maps here. I think the one I really want to showcase at the moment is this one. So someone made kind of a small replica layout of the Tehachapi Loop in California. So here's basically the loop, and then kind of the supporting aspects of the layout. So I'm gonna go ahead and take control of this guy, and we're gonna go ahead and nuke it because I want a different engine pulling this train here. So we're gonna come over to the drawer here, and I'm gonna go to my workshop engines here, or mods. So I'm debating, and what's cool about this game too is that I can showcase engines from different railroads. You guys know I'm a big fan of Union Pacific and Union Pacific's family tree of fallen flags, but I can also finally branch into other railways without having to spend like $300-400 on getting that locomotive. So it really expands what I can do. Let's see here. What do we want to play? Probably... Do I have the T1's tender? I do. Awesome. Okay. In honor of the T1 Trust, which I meant to do a video on and completely forgot, the T1 has come a long way. If you guys don't know, the T1 Trust is basically a group of guys that have come together and asked for public funding to make a brand new T1 locomotive. Again, I'm definitely kind of just highlighting. There's a lot more to it, but... pretty awesome that that's happening. Okay. Let's go ahead and go into tab view. Oh, this one doesn't allow me. Oh, yeah, here we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and drive the Tehachapi Loop in a T1. Oh, going too fast. So there's the rest of our train up there. This is so cool. I'm gonna adjust the volume just a little bit here. The CNO 614 is returning to Steam. No, I don't think I have, Kyle. I've heard about the NYC that they're coming back. Is it Maxi? But yeah, someone modded this engine, and it's great. It's so cool to see. You got airplanes in here too that you can add as well. Got a couple of military aircraft I need to put in here. The 614 is what you guys shot. Nice, Kyle. And there's still some aspects about this game that obviously are not going to be realistic. Like, you could take sharp turns with this locomotive, which obviously wouldn't happen in real life. Yeah, I did a video on it. Let me see if I can find it for you. I think it was the top performing video of this year for me, actually. Let me see if I can find it. Oh no, the 161 was, let's see. The NYC Mohawk 3001. So I will give you that link. Any steampunk trains? Not that I've seen yet. I'll have to dig through the workshop. So yeah, I haven't really learned how to do elevation changes, how to do tunnels. I'm still kind of learning that. Right now, all of my layout is kind of flat. Kind of see the rest of the train there. Yeah, this is so freaking cool. Let's see. So I don't know if I had a favorite diesel this year in HO scale. Just wasn't able to. There really wasn't any new diesels that really. I don't know. I am happy that the KLM 4000, you know, the German diesel that came out for Southern Pacific, they made a Rio Grande version of it. I really wanted to get that diesel, but again, with everything going on in my life, just couldn't get it. Only a T1 and a 614. Gotcha. So again, we're coming back to that Tehachapi Pass here, so you can see the train coming above us. It's just so cool. But this game is awesome. It definitely fills the void of model railroading. Alright, let's go ahead and tap out here. Let's do a little bit of rail fanning. I'll come over here. Run, run, run. Get kind of a farm side shot here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's endless possibilities to this. And this video game, Rolling Line, really captures the spirit of model railroading. It's just in digital. And if you have a VR setup, it's basically model railroading. Oh man, it's great. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for being here, for saying subscribe, for supporting the channel. 2025, it's gonna be, well, I'm gonna call it a transition year. There's a lot of things that I gotta get set up. I know there's a lot of new stuff in the HO model railroading world that's coming out. I probably won't be able to get that till probably 2026. Oh jeez. But I'm in a good place. And here is the end here. I think this game's pretty cheap. I think it's maybe 20 bucks on Steam. I gotta check. I could be wrong, but it wasn't that expensive. It was not expensive at all. And eventually, I've been experimenting with trying to release 3 videos a day. You guys kind of saw that a little bit. With the fun runs videos in the morning, the digital rail fanning that usually would be released at noon, and then a model rail fanning video by the end of the day. And that's definitely the schedule that I want to get to. Right now, I'm kind of experimenting with working behind the scenes on it. I'm trying to get my new schedule kind of figured out. But there's going to be some days that I can get 3 videos out. There'll be some days I can get 1 video out. And then there'll be some days I won't be able to get to it for a while. Like I think it's been a week since I've uploaded a video. That's because there's so many things that you know how can I say it? I just wasn't in the mood to do a video. I guess is the best way to describe it. And there's our famous Tehachapi loop. So we got a helicopter view. And this is another video idea. We can do a helicopter view videos. So yeah, this is again mimicking the Tehachapi loop in California. This is so cool. All right. All right, let's get another shot here. Yeah, and this game allows me to do just so much more that even I couldn't do from a model railroading perspective. And we'll bring those back eventually. The IC Relay podcast will come back. Put us back in the train. We will. Yeah, and this came from the Steam Workshop. Someone created, I don't know who the creator is, but you can find us on the Steam Workshop if you've got Rolling Line. Yeah, this game is just severely underrated. So I really want to make it a spotlight, because everyone knows trains with the Z. That's definitely a popular one, and that's its own genre in itself. There are channels just dedicated to the trains video game, because that has been the staple sandbox for virtual model railroading. But I think Rolling Line is there, and the one thing I love about Rolling Line is that you don't have to deal with the download speed that Trains puts on you if you're not a subscriber to the Trains game itself. Because in order to unlock your download speeds that you have in your office, you have to pay a subscription service to Trains with a Z to download the content. Here you just download straight from the workshop. So they all have the pros and cons. Alright, let's go ahead and do one more cab view of the loop here. There we go. I was the same way, Kyle. Until I started getting into the digital content of model railroading. And I've kind of had a resurgence of video gaming. Alright, so we're going to come down the loop again. There we go. Love this view. Cool. Very therapeutic. So another thing that I've also kind of started, so some other updates that I have to mention before I forget. Right now, the P.O. box is closed right now. Again, for a lot of X, Y, and Z reasons. I don't have a P.O. box anymore for right now. I'll let you guys know when I have my P.O. box set up and good to go. But it's going to be a hot minute before we get that going. Mystic Railroad, how you doing, good sir? We are playing a video game called Rolling Line. This is a VR/PC game that's the whole world is basically model railroading in digital format. So here's our layout, and we're basically running a T1. So yeah, so no PO box right now. I'll make an official announcement on that here soon on my community tab, but no PO box. So again, thank you guys so much who have sent me gifts and cards, and you guys are awesome. Just right now with the current situation, can't really, support it right now. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about. And then I do have kind of like a subscription type service going on through Subscribe Stars. It's similar to Patreon, but you can check out the link down below on all that. But other than that, I think that's pretty much kind of the updates. Again, if you kind of want a recap of what's going on, look at the very beginning of this stream. Kind of give you some life updates of what's going on. But I definitely didn't want to not have a live stream since we're coming up to the end of the year. Kind of want to give you guys kind of a highlight of what's going on. I really want. I really missed you guys. I really missed you guys. I just needed to get my mental health back in a good place to be with you guys again. And so far, the internet is holding. As I mentioned earlier, I had to move, so I no longer had Google Fiber, sad panda. I miss Google Fiber with a passion. We're on AT&T Fiber, which is not the greatest in the world, but... So, yeah. I appreciate that, Mystic. But yeah, the HO modeling side is kind of on pause for a hot minute. I'm still getting videos out for the modeling side. The Icy Railway. Okay, Sean, take it easy. Thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate the support. The Icy Railway is no longer a full continuous loop. It is a point-to-point layout. I still gotta get all my cameras set up, gotta get the streaming computer set up, because what I'm using right now is actually my editing computer, which is a little less powerful than my streaming one. Oh, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it. Again, we'll find a new time to stream. Because with this new schedule that's coming up, I can't do a dedicated stream currently, so it will be sporadic. Again, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. I'll try to schedule it when I know I can stream, but it's going to be few and far between. I think we're good on this layout, so let's go back to main menu. Look at this. Love this game. It's just so well done. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna go back to workshop maps. So we run out to Tehachapi. I think I want to show you guys. Where is it? At the Hiawatha. Theoretically, yes, Mystic. I think after this... Well, let's see. So someone created the Northern Hiawatha line. Again, just stunning. What people can do in this game. I haven't figured out how to do like these massive mountains and bridges and textures and things. Because people actually probably customize their own polygons. Probably in like Blender. And uploaded it into this game. To get the scenery that they want. But yeah, it's really stunning. We'll watch this go around here. We've got some staging back here as well. Oh, this is a good place. Oh, I'm so happy this is here. So, again, there's logic in this game. So you can actually connect switches. We got a switchboard here that'll actually switch right here as well. It doesn't have any, like, block detection to my knowledge. But we're able to have switchboards like this to switch the track. That's probably for something else. Hope I didn't derail my train. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And we got signals. Again, I don't know how detailed the signal or block detection is. Yep. We broke it. We just broke it. Rip. Alright, where did I break it? Oh, we broke it good. Oh, that's fantastic. Yep. Houston, we have a slight... Oh! Oh, no. There it goes. The game is trying to calculate what is going on. So we derailed our train. Rip. Alright, let me take a look at this back seat here. I'll go ahead and stop it. Alright, so we got some more switches here. So you see that controls that. That goes in unison. So yeah, it's pretty much model railroading in digital form. Oh, it's a reverse loop. Okay, nice. I think we have another train here I need to stop. Yeah. You. Let's go ahead and stop you real quick. Yeah, physics for the win. Oh, no, you can stop. Stop, 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 stop. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, gotta love it. I mean, the game's not perfect. But it's still very, very beautiful. Okay, so let's start with a new layout so you guys can kind of get the grasp of this. I don't want to bore you too much with the creation of it, because again, I like running trains. So let me show you that. What this game has to offer. Okay, so let's go to main menu, and we'll start a new world. And this will be the world that we'll take on forward in our live streams. But they do holidays as well, which is awesome because I love holiday-themed trains. So we got our, wannabe CPKC holiday train. So cool. Love it. Okay. So let's go ahead and new game. I think it's a custom map. Yep, I'm gonna go empty. Okay, so this is basically what you start off with. You got this simple kind of room here, and you can go ham. You can basically almost customize everything. So we can do the room size. We can customize the colors on the wall. We can also, if we don't like the sky, we can turn that off to do black wall, so it makes it like a typical room. We can have custom, which is basically these colors here. I'm just gonna keep it probably, I'll probably keep it the sky. We can adjust our airplane heights. We can turn them off. We can do some grids. And this is just the beginning of what we can do. So I'm just gonna make this as big as I possibly can, which I think is unlimited. Hello, Wilfan K. How are you, good sir? Yeah, long time no see. I know. It's been a hot minute. So yeah, that's 50, and it goes way out there. And then we can just go all the way to 50. I think this is unlimited. So we can have the biggest layout in the world. I haven't really tested to see what the limit is. Yep. So I say we can make a unlimited size room, which is pretty darn cool. So we'll go 100 by 100 and see what we can do from there. Does it have scale? I don't know what scale it is, to be honest with you. It just has one scale. So whatever, when we go to our tracks here, this is what we're given to us. It feels like it's HO scale because when I build the table, so let's go ahead and build a table here. So we're gonna go over here. Let's find our table. Okay. So it's been a hot minute since I have, okay, done this. Let's edit this. And then we're going to just clone it. Oops. So the controls are a little bit finicky because the game is originally designed for VR. And so trying to translate that into... Trying to translate that into keyboard and mouse is a little trickier. Alright, let's see. Place object. That's definitely not how I wanted it. Come on. Okay. Let me pick a different table. Let me go with this one actually. What's nice about this too is that it doesn't clip with other objects. For you video gamers out there, know that having no clip or collision with objects is huge if you want to customize basically anything that you want. There we go. And then we do have snapping on, so now we can just start making our table here. So now we're basically making our bench work for this layout. And it's 100 by 100, so you can see we got basically a massive warehouse here that we can make this giant layout in. So, trying to debate what I want to do, because I want to learn from my mistakes in the other layout that I have. Alright, let me go check something behind the scenes here. Hang on. Okay, so I had to do something behind the scenes real quick. Kind of multitasking. Okay. And also, guys, if you want to see the latest in the Samurai layout, because they've been doing a lot of good stuff, head over to RayronVR. I know he's been posting a lot of kind of current layout videos. My videos are a little bit dated, but I'm trying to get a lot of my old content out. And then you got N Scale with Mystic Railroad. I think, Kyle, you do a few videos as well. Sean, I think you said we were doing O-scale stuff. So we got a lot of awesome community members that do a lot of content as well. Again, model railroading is such a big hobby. There's no way that I can showcase it all. Like, we're just showcasing the digital side of model railroading now. So one thing that kind of bugs me about this game, though, is there's no good way to get it perfectly straight. The tools are a little bit limited in that fact, so you can see that my table is not 100% straight, especially when you go to rotate an object. It doesn't center true X, Y, and Z axis per se, so that's definitely an issue, but it is what it is. Okay, so I think what I want to do is create like a figure 8 type of layout, with the center of that 8 being the rail yard. So, I don't know if I want to do that right now, though. I kind of just want to show you guys the basics. So, I think I'm going to destroy this just for the sake of it. And I'm definitely going to shorten the room. The room's too big. It's nice that we can create unlimited amount of space, but it's too much. So, let's go ahead, and it looks like we can do this in either direction as well, which is cool. So, I want to keep it simple, just for the sake of our live streams and getting trains running on this layout. So, let's see here. Maybe 20 by 20? Yeah, that's still kind of big. Yeah, 10 by 10 should be fine. And we can always expand out, which is the beauty of this. You're really limited with your imagination, really. Okay, so we're just going to do 10 by 10. I think the 2 is fine. What I would like to do now is create our... Let me think about this. So I want the center to be... I do want to go 20, because I want to leave space on this side. Let's go 20 by 20. HO scale for you too, Cal. Nice. All scales have their pros and cons. And if I was honest with you, if I ever had to like restart, if I had no influence from my father, because my father was into HO from the very beginning, so I was, you know, that's how I got influenced into HO. If I were to do this hobby again, I would do N scale. And that's one thing too, guys, that I gotta say. N scale on this channel is probably not going to happen. All the N scale stuff got, well, how can I put it this way? N scale's not with me at the moment. I'll leave it at that. I just have my HO stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to visualize the layout in my head. So it's going to be more, like I said, I want to do a figure 8. But you can see that sometimes trying to line this up perfectly with the wall, especially on the rotational axes, can be tricky. So a trick that I try to do here is that I want to line up my table with the wall here. Do I not have? Okay, I do have a wall. So it's not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but well, I started T-Track, but I do not have T-Track anymore. So that got left behind at the old house. So how's my HO scale layout doing so far? So it is now a point-to-point layout. It is pretty much operational. I just don't have any cameras to really capture it per se. He wants to financially invest in HO at N scale. Would have been your next choice with Japanese team there. Yeah, N scale. And the reason why I say N scale is because of T-Track. T-Track in itself is so far superior. Because it incorporates DC. You can have a DCC inner, DC outer. You got Kato. You got microtrains. Like, it has blown HO away in what you can do. Thought for a quick second. Okay, Randall. Yeah, we're probably going to stream for maybe another 30 minutes just to showcase kind of this video game, and then I'll probably call it there. We'll see. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling, but I kind of want to showcase this game and how things work. Alright, so here's the center. So now I'm basically going to copy it. And this is going to be the center. This is going to be my rail yard. So again, with this figure 8, what I'm thinking about. Alright, perfect. Yeah. So this is going to be kind of our rail yard. And it's going to branch out to the right over here in that loop. And it's branched to the left on this loop. So that way when we do our loops, it goes through the rail yard. I'm just going to bring this out. I'm going to destroy that. So it'll be a little bit smaller loop on this side. I didn't get this exactly center. So we'll have kind of a branch line and maybe a main line is what I'm thinking about. So bring this all the way out. So right now I just kind of want to get the bench work settled. And I'll show you guys kind of the track. Yeah, I'm kind of rushing it a little bit. But I finally got the hang of it. And that was the reason why I didn't stream this earlier. I really wanted to get the hang of this before I showcase it to you guys. Because it takes a hot minute to really understand the controls for this game. So we'll bring it out here. Oh, you've been doing UP cruise. Nice. So I I've been going back and forth on. There's one particular Icy Rail news that I was going to do, but out of respect for what happened, I didn't. And what I want to do with that news is make a documentary on it. And you guys probably know where I'm going with this. So that's that UP that hit the heavy freight on that tracks that killed the engineer and conductor. I really want to take a stab at documentary type of videos, and I think that's gonna be the first one I really kind of want to take time to do a video essay on, because that grabbed the nation. That was national news, man, and just seeing the derailment of it, really sad to see. And so I kind of want to do that justice a little bit. Oh, justice is not the right word. It's more of respect, I guess. So I've got some ideas on what I want to do with it. Okay, so kind of a figure 8 there. Got our main line kind of set up, or not main line. Got our rail yard here, and then we'll have our branch line on this side. Have our main, and then we can always expand into the center, which is pretty cool. We can do subdivisions, and you know, sky's the limit at that point. Okay, I'm gonna press my spacebar to teleport. So the next thing that I want to do automatically is get to these drawers. So what we're going to do is we're going to install some new drawers. So here's our portable item drawer. And I definitely want a whole bunch of these because it's going to make our lives so much easier. So we're going to place these. We're going to edit. We're going to bring these down. And then I need to... edit options. We're going to make this as what we're going to call use handle to open. Alright, and then we're going to edit. And then we're going to apply. So now I have these drawers. So now I just come here instead of going all the way over there on that wall to get the stuff that I need. So we're going to go to tracks. Now kind of a tip here that I kind of had to learn the hard way. Whenever you're laying down track or turns, these are nice, but from experience, I go to our customizable track kind of system here, which is awesome. So I go over here and I can modify our turnouts, modify our straights, which is what I'm going to do here for this. We're going to adjust the length because we got such a massive space here. And let's go units of 20. We want multiple track. Separation. Do I do 1.1? No, we'll do 1 just to make life a little bit easier. I can't remember how many tracks I want. So I do want, I think, 1 main line. So I want an odd number. Maybe 7. Let's see how that looks. And now I can literally place it here, rotate it, and that's not enough. I want more. Okay, so go from there. We have like 6'1", 6'14", 18. Wow, Randall. Same thing happened in Texas. All right, Real Fan K, take it easy. And take it easy, Randall. Yep. Back on the road. Okay, guys. No dedicated time for my streams. Just hit that sub, hit that bell icon, get notified when I'll go live. And, we'll just take it from there. Alright, so I want more tracks. So let's try 9. Let's try with 9 here. Oops, I didn't mean to destroy that. Okay, and then let's do F. Now again, this is the part that's kind of a limitation of the game. I don't know, I can't snap it to the actual bench work. So my concern is that it's not going to be perfectly centered. I don't have any like degree markings to tell me if I'm going to be angled. So it's like this game's a little bit limited on it. I wish it showed me degrees so it can snap to the grid a little bit better, but unfortunately we're limited in that. Oops. Destroy. So I'm just going to lay this out a little bit. Oops. And pray that we're straight. And you can see I'm kind of off. But that's fine. We'll make adjustments as necessary. We'll make adjustments. Can I rotate the whole thing? See, I can only rotate these sections and not the whole thing. So, again, there's limitations to the game. But we'll make do with what we have. Welcome back, Sean. We'll make do with what we have. Okay. Yeah, see, it's... For those of you who are OCD, I apologize. Not gonna be perfect. It's just not gonna be perfect. And that's, unfortunately, one of the limitations of this game. Is that trying to angle it doesn't snap and doesn't give you degree markings. So... we're kind of stuck at just eyeballing it. Alright. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm going to have to start putting in switch tracks. Okay. Okay, I appreciate that, Sean. Yep, so our main line will go through the yard here, and it'll either go to the right or go to the left. Now, one thing I do want to put in right now is the Y. So what we're going to do now is let's get our Y set up. We do have a pre-default Y here. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky, is our turns. And I can already tell we're going to need another bench here. So put that there, put that there. Okay, we'll come over here and do the same thing. And I'll probably have to bring this back a little bit. Oh yeah, like a bunch. Okay, so we'll go edits. Bring this back. Copy that, copy that. Cool. Alright, and then now we're going to bring another drawer down here. Put another drawer down there. And once you get the hang of this game, it's really, really nice. Alright. Trying to think how I want to do this. So yeah, going back to Mystic's question about scale. Just seeing the scale from like me as a person to the bench work to the track, I full-heartedly believe that this is HO scale. But again, the game doesn't specify what scale it really uses, but it feels HO. Okay, let's see here. What do I want? I want to do switches. So I'm going to custom... Oh, I think these are... No, I'm going to go to my custom switches because it's just easier to deal with in the long run. Alright, so we're going to do our turnouts with this one. The spacing is 1, which is what we want. I want the gaps to be a little bit shorter, though. Now, the one thing the game does not take into consideration is realism for like turns and switches and degree radiuses when it comes to engines. So you'll have a big boy going like almost perfect 90. So the game doesn't take physics into 100% realistic, but we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, if you guys like the stream, appreciate all of the likes, smashing the like button. Alright, so we got our main line here, so I gotta make sure that everything diverges. And I probably put this on the wrong side. I want to put this there, and I want to put this there. There we go. We're gonna pick that up, because I want the opposite side. So we want a left turnout. But you can see just how nice the mechanics of this game is. Alright, so we gotta do one more. One more. Now granted, it's probably not 100% realistic to railroading here, but we'll make it as realistic as we can. Oh, and there's one thing I need to do real quick. Okay. Okay. So this get fill track is going to be your best friend. Because now what we can do is press and hold, and it'll auto-fill all of our stuff. Which is a nice thing to have. So we can go like that. Like that. Come on. It's a little glitchy from time to time. Oops. Track options. No. Let's close that. There we go. Okay. So now we can bring our main line forward. And I can actually use simple track here. Now you can see, because of the way it's angled, it's not lining up perfectly with this, which is fine. We'll compensate for that. And I actually want a right hand. There we go. So now what I can do here, go track options. Nope, not track options. I will show you guys that in a second. I'm going to go to edit. Line that up right that. Bring our flex track. So yeah, the basically this piece that I hold right here is basically a piece of flex, which is nice. And I probably need to do one more thing. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's do this. Let me destroy you real quick. Let's copy you. Copy you. Okay. So it's not going to be 100% mainline, but that's fine. I'll make it work. That goes like that. Oops. Destroy. Flex. We'll bring that flex right there. Boom. Okay, so we got our rail yard. Now what I can do... Okay, so one thing I'm going to do real quick. What's nice about this is that I can select what things I want to edit and not edit. Right now I have basically enable bulk editing. But I don't want to enable... I don't want to edit my bench work. I just want to edit the track. So what I'm going to do is edit all track. So that way... I'm not going to mess with the bench work. It still picks it up. I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can... let me do apply all changes. And then edit all track. There we go. I had to apply. So now you can see that the bench work is not being highlighted, so I don't mess with it. And I'm just highlighting the track to edit. Now what's cool is that I got this tool here that I can actually do that from here as well. I should have just done it from my tool that I got here, but... Still learning myself. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to basically paint our main line. So what I can do here is I can do track options, and we can do all the customizing that we can do here. So we got ballast that we can do. We can change the colors. So we can come back over here and actually go to our colors. And I think we can do... I don't think we can do hexadecimal key yet. But I want to basically color in my main line, which is kind of like gravel-ish. I'm going to do a little bit darker. I'm going to apply this color to the ballast. And I pressed the wrong button. So let's do this. It's right-click. Okay, so I did it right. Yeah, so it changed it a little bit there. So you see it's a little bit different, but I want that to be a little bit lighter. So let's do this. Okay, so there we go. So that's going to indicate our main line. And now I can apply that to basically all of this track. So track options, boom, and so forth. Rinse, recycle, and repeat. And there's obviously easier ways to do this, but I'm just kind of showing you a quick and dirty way of doing this. Okay, so close menu, close menu, close menu. Cool. So now we kind of have our main line kind of dedicated. And we'll eventually color in our sidings as well. So I think another thing I would like to do really quick is I want to add... So now what I want to do is I actually want my bench work. Oops, that's not what I want to do. So now I want to come over here. We're going to edit room. So that'll allow me to highlight this table and duplicate it. So I'm thinking about putting in a turntable here. Humanity Junction Heath, how are you, good sir? Alright. And I think we'll do the turntable, I think, on our next stream. But I kind of wanted to showcase the video game rolling line. I'll probably work on this behind the scenes a little bit, get the track work down. But yeah, this video game is amazing. It's basically model railroading in VR. If you have a VR system like the HTC Vive, then you can actually play like you're doing it in real life. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's see here real quick. Studio mode. Alright. Yep, so let me go ahead and let's go ahead and wrap up things here real quick. Alright, so that is basically rolling line. Let me also save the game. Let's do Icyville 2.0. Or, yeah, Icyville 2.0. Oh my goodness, Anthony Dodge, welcome, welcome. How you guys doing? Sorry, I'm just saving this. So we're gonna do Icyville. No, I got a better idea. Digital Icyville is what we're gonna name this. And we're gonna do a little thumbnail for our save. All right, thumbnail set. Awesome. Alright, let's go back. Main menu, go back to main menu. Again, this is Rolling Line, the digital VR model railroading, as I like to call it, and it's a fantastic game. We'll be doing a lot more with this video game in the future, especially when it comes to the streaming side of things. But yeah, definitely adore this game. So let me go ahead and close out of it real quick. Alright, so with that kind of a quick recap of everything, because there's a lot that has happened in my life. As I stated earlier, this is probably going to be the only time I'm going to talk about it, just because it is real life stuff, and I just don't want to get into it. So as I stated earlier, I got a divorce this year, so it has led me to find a new place to move, to get myself situated, which is why the video content, why the live streamings kind of stopped. I'm finally in a good mental just headspace to get back into streaming again, to try to get back into somewhat of a routine when it comes to content creation. It's still going to be kind of hit and miss just because going through again a phase of life. But I'm finally getting comfortable, getting into a new routine, and so that's kind of what has happened in 2024. So that's why kind of the train shows kind of came to a halt. Any trying to get new engines and locomotives kind of came to a halt. I had to cancel all my pre-orders, but in due time we'll get the pre-orders. We'll get those items that I really want. It's just gonna take a lot more time to get it, but again, we have Rolling Line. We have these digital model railroading video games that we can enjoy in the meantime, and we'll go from there. So the Icy Railway that once was, there's 60 episodes on this channel that you can see it in its full glory, as a circle layout. That layout has been torn down and is now a point-to-point modular layout. I still gotta get the cameras kind of set up because I basically went from a loft to a bedroom. And I'm kind of using it more for shorts and for upcoming videos. Not necessarily in a live streaming sense just of yet, because I kind of want to really dive into the Rolling Line aspect. Yeah, so as far as the pre-orders, kind of... let's see here. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at something behind the scenes here. So yeah, in the VR world, that Rolling Line, they got the big boy in there. They got the Challenger. We got all sorts of cool locomotives that are in there. But yeah, as far as like all the up and coming HO model trains, you know, we had the Challenger from Broadway Limited on pre-order, but I had to cancel those. So everything that I had on pre-order, really had to cancel it. So, but we'll get there in due time. We'll get it justice and get it onto this channel. So, as far as 2024 is concerned, again, a lot of highlights, a lot of lowlights, but a new door has opened, and I'm excited for it, and I'm excited for the future, guys. So yeah, can't wait to really talk about everything in perspective with you guys. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and slowly start wrapping things up. Again, I don't know if this is going to be like the last live stream for 2024, but I at least wanted to get one out just so there is something for you guys and kind of give you guys kind of in a nutshell what's been going on. But again, we got some awesome streamers as well. You got Anthony Dawes that does the European. We got Humanity Junction does everything trains and tech. Kyle with a few HO videos. Sean does a few. We've got Mystic with the N scale. So again, there's still a lot of great content out there. I think Scott Rails is live streaming right now. So a plethora of model railroading content for you guys. As far as the partnership on YouTube, so I know I've been kind of updating you guys behind the scenes. Kind of took a big hit in the watch hours, but that's because YouTube does their YouTube things, and so it's going to be a long ways before this channel even becomes monetized. But it's fine. That's not about what we do here. Again, it's about relaxing, enjoying trains and all scales, and then we'll go from there. AC Eric R&R and N Scale Life and Journey. Hello, good sir. How are you? Yeah, Rolling Line is a underrated video game, and I'm highlighting it as much as I can. You guys can kind of see it in the new series called Digital Rail Fanning that is on this channel. I'm probably gonna make some more videos once I get off this stream. But yeah, little by little, we'll. I'm excited for the future, guys. Definitely excited for the future. Yeah, I appreciate the support, Anthony. Yeah, it's not easy, and that's why I didn't stream for almost 7 months. I haven't gone to like the local train club for almost 5 months now. Just wasn't in the right headspace, and I had other things also. A lot of good things actually happening behind the scenes that has actually been helping me. So yeah, I am really thankful for you guys, for everyone in this channel. Again, shout out to Debris, our moderator of the channel. Kicked my butt to get back onto live streaming, to getting content going again. So again, been a huge inspiration to just get back and be back on the grind. Especially to all of you who have texted me behind the scenes as well, who instant messaged me, who was worried about me, about where I was and everything. So yeah, thank you to everyone. You guys are a great family, great support network, and I am excited for 2025. I am definitely excited for 2025. So, but again, no like icy awards this year, just because of what everything's going down. But I am excited for the future. Model railroading is in good hands, and we got some awesome streams, awesome content creators, and there's our awesome moderator there, Bree. But with that, guys, again, thank you so much for the awesome support, for liking the channel, for advertising it, for just everything. Again, I'll probably mention one more time here is I do kind of have a Patreon type clone called Subscribe Star if you want to become what I call a Dragon Star. Just helps me out, helps out the channel. But again, that's not why I do it here. It's just for those who wants to go the extra mile. It's there, but again, it's just, you know, not required at all. I am having fun doing what I'm doing, and just thank you for all the awesome people here in the community. But with that, guys, thank you so much. We'll go ahead and call a stream there, and again, subscribe to the channel, like it, hit that bell icon, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, Kyle. So, excuse me. I do have a Twitter, but Twitter is kind of I don't use it for like model railroading. It's more of just a dumpster fire for just random stuff. One thing I do want to mention now that I almost forgot to mention this. My goodness. For 2025, I'm going to experiment with a second channel. Let me see if let's see. I'm just calling it RayronVR 2, and I'm probably going to do some gaming content, IRL content, I don't know. More to come on that. But yeah, I'm going to be starting a second channel with that. Do manga reviews and so forth. So anything that's not like model railroading content, I'm just going to dump over there. Because I just want to do like a video diary type of channel. It's been something I've been wanting to play with for a while now, but yeah, more to come on that. I'll probably do a community post about that second channel. But yeah, and I know a lot of you guys were commenting on my videos where I was, so I tried to answer as best I can on what was going on. So, but yeah, definitely the best community on YouTube, hands down. Greatly appreciate all you guys' support, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Take it easy, guys.